If you love the look of beautiful colored glass, then stop right here because we're going to take plain, inexpensive glass and transform it into rich, tinted vases and glass jars for almost nothing, just using a simple hack. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. We are ready to get creating some beautiful custom glass pieces for your home. Let's get started. I found this beautiful glass jar in the grocery store full of pickles. Not even a big pickle fan. I actually just bought it because I love the glass jar. So today we're going to turn this into an umber color. Of course, once you see this technique, you're going to see that you can do these in any color. It turns out fantastic. The first step that you want to do is make sure that your glass is super clean. Now I've taken this up to my kitchen sink and I have scrubbed it with hot soapy water, dried it really well. Now I'm going in with some alcohol. We're gonna just clean the inside and the outside because if there's any grease or residue or fingerprints left on it, that it's not going to stick and you're going to have it peel away. This is just rubbing alcohol. I've got a cotton swab and I'm really cleaning it really well to get any grease or grime off of it. Now I've got this done. We're just gonna set it aside and just let it dry really well. Now, what you're gonna need to tint glass is you're gonna need some school glue. Any school glue will work. This is the Elmer's, but a PVA will work fine. And you're gonna need some food coloring. You can use the liquid form or the gel. I just picked this up on Amazon. I always have some in my craft room. I don't use it up in my kitchen. I keep it down here. And this one's great because it has all kinds of different colors. So you can tint your glass in green or purple or red or blue. Today we're going to do brown to give that umber look. So we'll take that out. Now you can also do this process with Mod Podge. And it works just as well, but I always use the school glue because I don't see a difference in the outcome at the end, and this is cheaper. So that's why I'm using the Elmer's glue. If you don't have any and you only have Mod Podge in your stash, then of course you can use it. And it's the same ratio of how you're going to mix it also. You want to pour out enough school glue that you know it's gonna swirl on the inside of your jar or whatever you're trying to tint. It is kind of hard to eyeball it. You wanna do the best that you can to make sure you have enough. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. And then you're gonna take your food coloring, the gel, just add some drops into that glue. This is the only thing with this product is it's kind of hard to squeeze out, but we'll get it. There we go. And I've just got the end of a paintbrush. You can use a skewer and just mix this in. Now, one thing to be mindful of is it's going to dry lighter than what this is. So I always have a tendency to maybe mix this a little bit darker than what I want my color to be in my glass jar. So I know that it's going to be dark enough when I put it in. This looks pretty good. I love that umber look of glass. It looks vintage and kind of primitive, and I'm really drawn to it. So when I can find a beautiful glass jar, let's see if we can get one more little drop out of this. This is where the gel is nice, but the liquid's nicer because you can squeeze it out easier. There we go. Just a little bit more. But yes, so the umber glass is so beautiful, but it's expensive to buy. So when I find a beautiful glass jar, I love to do this technique and make some myself. That's mixed really well. So we want it to kind of flow inside our glass jar really well. So here's where I add just a couple drops of water just to make it flow better. Of course, I didn't grab any. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back with some water. We're just gonna add a few drops. You don't wanna add too much because it's gonna affect the consistency of the glue being able to stick to the glass. So we're gonna mix that in. It's gonna allow it to flow better on the inside of our glass. This is really great to do seasonally too. For Christmas, Halloween, fall, Easter, you can make pink vases for Easter, or red or green for Christmas. Lots of possibilities. Now, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're doing it somewhere where you're not going to make a mess. So, because the food coloring will stain. Okay, let's get to the fun part. We are going to pour this into the bottom of the jar. We're not going to put it all in yet. We're just going to put some. We're going to pick up our jar and we're just going to start swirling it around until it completely coats the inside of the jar. I find this really relaxing and mesmerizing. Definitely going to need more. We'll put more in and swirl it around. We want to get a nice thin coat over the entire inside of the glass jar. And it takes a few minutes. You want to make sure that you're tilting it just enough to get it to the top, that it's not going to spill out. Okay, so I'll work away at this and we'll be back after I get this completely covered on the inside. We've got it swirled all the way around. There's some extra in the bottom, but you can see how I've got the whole lip all coated too. So what we're gonna do now, we only want a thin coat on the inside. I've got a cookie sheet and a piece of paper towel. We are going to just flip this upside down, let all that extra just drain out on the paper towel. I don't know if you can see in the overhead camera or not, but there's little air bubbles in there too. It's really hard to get rid of those. I find that it kind of gives that authentic old glass look. If you want to try to avoid as many of those air bubbles as you can, when you're stirring the mixture together, the glue and the food coloring, just do it very gently and try not to introduce any air into it. So we're just going to tip this upside down. As you can see, we're already draining out some of that extra. I like to leave it for about a half an hour and let it just kind of drain out naturally before we put it in the oven. So we'll be back in 30 minutes. We are back 30 minutes later, and actually I kind of eyeballed that pretty good. I don't have a whole lot of mixture that has come out, but don't throw this out. Maybe you have a little glass bottle that you can use this in, or use it in your mixed media projects, paint some paper. Don't just throw it in the garbage if you have a lot of extra. So what we're gonna do now, as you can see, there might be a little tiny bit still pooled in the bottom, but it's coated pretty evenly. We're gonna swap this out. I'm gonna set this aside because I'll use it on another project. I'm going to use some parchment paper because you don't want to put the paper towel in the oven. We're going to start with the jar upright and we're going to put it in the oven at 200 degrees Fahrenheit. You want to put this in before you start your oven so it can heat up gently and come to temperature. Then we're going to leave it in for about 15 minutes and we're going to check on it, and then we're going to flip it upside down for the last 15 minutes. So it's going to be in the oven for about 30 minutes at 200 degrees Fahrenheit, and we'll just keep an eye on it. This is about 5 minutes in and you can still see that there's some that's draining out. That's perfectly normal. We're going to leave it for another 5 minutes and then I'm going to flip it back over and let it sit in the oven until the oven cools down, probably for about a half an hour after that. So essentially what is happening is there's water in the glue, and by heating it up slowly at that 200 degrees, it's going to evaporate that water and just leave the tint on the inside of our jar. And there we have our upcycled glass jar, tinted with a beautiful umber color. It's got a few runs and drips. I just think that it makes it look really unique, and it's a great way to save these glass jars out of the recycling bin. The only thing you have to keep in mind is this is a water-based product that we put inside of here, so you can't fill it up with water and put flowers in it. This is going to be for decor only. I wouldn't put any food or anything in it. If you're going to use it, I would use it just as is, with the lid, without, put some dried flowers in it. Use your imagination, just don't introduce any water to it. And here's two other bottles that I created with the cork top. Just gorgeous. And there you have it. Our simple glass tinting hack is all completed. I hope you love how easy it is to make your own custom beautiful pieces without spending a fortune. Now, if you loved turning this inexpensive glass into elegant decor, you're gonna absolutely love my next upcycling adventure. Click on the screen right now and watch the video where I take basic thrift store china, and I'm gonna show you 15 brilliant ways to upcycle it into everything from tiered stands to bird feeders. We'll see you over there.